Bueno, una de las primordiales referente aquí es
Well, in reference to this, they give us everything: a house, a ride, we don't pay rent, and, well, they lend us all the services that we need.
servicios que necesitamos.
Pienso que las viviendas están muy bien, están en perfectas condiciones, es lo que yo pienso.
I think the housing is good, perfect conditions. In comparison with other farms I've been to, I can't really compare them. I haven't been to other farms. But I think here the conditions are good, perfect.
Pero pienso que están muy bien, en perfectas condiciones.
Charged with promoting the health, safety, and general well-being of more than 4 million workers in the state, the North Carolina Department of Labor serves the needs of the workplace through a variety of programs.
The most important thing to me is making sure that every single worker in the state of North Carolina goes home safe and healthy at the end of their workday to their family and loved ones.
To that end, the Gold Star Grower Program was established in 1992. It is designed to recognize growers for their excellence in maintaining and improving their farm worker housing. Many growers agree that these efforts can result in the retention of their trained workforce.
In agriculture and agribusiness, we are, in many cases, dependent on foreign labor, and there's been a big debate about immigration reform and what we've got to do as a country. I think it is important that we control our borders. But at the same time, I think we've got to have a workable guest worker program that is affordable to the farmers, that works for everybody. Without this, we're going to lose this productivity in agriculture and agribusiness that we have. A lot of the people that worked for me came back year after year. They were well trained, they were very productive, and maintaining the productivity, is something I thought was important. And by providing some things that were not even, required or I thought were important, I provided air conditioning when it was not required, because I know after working in the heat all day that it's good to be able to cool down, and I think it reduces the heat stress that workers would be under during the day. And I mean, just simple things like telephones, providing them a telephone that they could use to call home and not have to go to a store. So it was about maintaining productivity, maintaining a good workforce, and it also has something to do with the golden rule. So, that's just the way I chose to do business.
To become a Gold Star housing provider, register your farm worker housing with the Agricultural Safety and Health Bureau of the North Carolina Department of Labor at least 45 days prior to occupancy. Your housing should be 100% in compliance with the current North Carolina Department of Labor migrant housing standards at the time of this inspection. Have your local health department inspect and approve your water and septic systems, again, at least 45 days prior to occupancy. And take steps to improve your housing. Go beyond the requirements to ensure that your housing is a STAR site. For example, you may provide telephones, additional living or sleeping space, additional showers or toilets, even additional kitchen appliances. If a grower receives a STAR for 2 of 3 consecutive years, they have the opportunity to conduct their own housing inspection for 1 year. They must attend the recognition luncheon in order to receive the necessary paperwork, and they still must register their housing and have the water and septic systems inspected. The following year, the North Carolina Department of Labor will conduct the inspection.
The Gold Star Grower Program is so important in North Carolina because it helps us by allowing us to concentrate our limited resources within our department where they need to be.
The Gold Star Growers Program, I think, has been very successful, and it's in a lot of cases it's an educational process that that farmers have to understand what the standards are. And I always thought that, if these are the standards, then, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do it right and make sure that, when that inspector comes there, everything is ready. I see no need for an inspector to have to come back again and check. Once you get a well-trained, good worker, that's productivity. And if you go to take the chance of going to a new worker, that may not be as good, may not be as productive, may not be as well trained, and that's a loss of productivity. In the end, it's loss of profit. And for the worker, when they're able to come in, they've got good living conditions, they're satisfied with the employer, then it just adds to, it adds to the productivity of the operation. And I know in most cases, the workers that I had came back year after year after year. and if they know what to expect when they get here, and there's a comfort level there.
And if we can reward the Gold Star growers and let people see that, yes, we are doing a good job. Agriculture takes a lot of bad rap from a lot of media, and when we can showcase things that we're doing that are good for agriculture, I think it's very important that we do those things.
To do a better job, we can increase the number of Gold Star growers that we have in the state. I believe currently only about 12 to 15% of our growers have achieved that standard of excellence. So we can spread the word and get more of them interested so we can free up even more of our assets and resources for other things.
Well, I think programs like the Gold Star Growers Program will become even more important in the future because we want to recognize those growers that have these skills, that put the effort forth, and that provide the incentives, to have the kind of housing and the kind of labor conditions that they need to have to bring in the labor.
To find out more about the Gold Star program, contact your county cooperative extension office or contact the North Carolina Department of Labor or one of their agricultural safety and health inspectors.
When a farmer becomes a Gold Star grower, then they take care of themselves. We don't have to worry about them anymore, and they provide the excellence for everyone else to follow.